Hello, hello. Well, I'm going to admit I did leave my studio in a little bit of a mess this weekend. So, yeah, Monday morning, let's clean it up a little bit. I did have a painting get stuck to the table, but it happens. Nothing that a razor blade can't fix. But yeah, we just got to reassess a little bit, I think, when we tidy. I think I might need to pick up some more paint sometime soon. I'm running low on some stuff. But yeah, this little moment of assessing kind of gets me back into where I'm at and what I need to work on or what I want to work on. And also having these different colors that are out, I can look at what I had been working with and what maybe I'm ignoring, what colors I'm ignoring. But yeah, it's a good time to reassess and recenter and, reevaluate your space, your working space. This is where the magic happens. And I did do a bunch of paintings last week, and I'm still kind of processing them, their orientation, and I'm not quite sure they're 100% done. I did actually make a lot of different work that I kind of love, and I don't record everything, so it piled up a little bit. Some things that I had been wanting to do but just hadn't started. I had a couple pieces, these pieces, in a opening last week, and that was really fun. But yeah, back to where we are now, which is, keep creating more work and keep it going. It's a little bit of a challenge to jump back into work sometimes. And that was what I was feeling when I came back to the studio. I didn't really know how to re-engage with these paintings that I had started last week. And they might just need a couple more days of me not looking at them before I can kind of get back into that headspace. But, pulling out a sketchbook and painting something new that felt easier. You have to see where the ease is, right? So since I wasn't able to get back into these older pieces, I decided to gesso some paper and kind of get into the next round. Whatever that may look like, I'm not quite there yet, but just using this as kind of a loosening up exercise. I think I had mentioned that before, just is such a freeing experience. So I'm going to use that moment, this time for a little bit of play and not trying to force anything. I think that's really key for this practice, is just noticing where your attention is best put, especially when you don't have a deadline or, somebody on your shoulder telling you what to do. You have to kind of find the ways that make sense for you and makes the day flow best. Ooh, yeah, so that happened. It's nice to be at home. I love being at home. But yes, so studio time, it can end in all kinds of ways. Sometimes in very wacky ways where you spend a lot of time on something and just paint right over the whole thing. I kind of love that about, well, acrylic paint specifically. It is so forgiving. You don't like it? Paint over the whole thing. You don't like part of it? Paint over that. Yeah, you can always start over. I love that. Mwah. I'm impulsive sometimes. I told you that, right? I am a little impulsive sometimes, especially when it comes to my art. I'm already an intuitive painter. Like, I don't plan it out, it just kind of happens. If I'm painting and I don't like something, 9 times out of 10, I will paint over it immediately. And because I don't film everything I do, when I do film it, I hope that it's something I'm gonna like. But sometimes it's not. So I think I just wanted to show something honestly, because they're not all gonna be winners. Sometimes you just gotta play and find out. What's the phrase? Mess around and find out? Something like that? Yeah, it happens. So it's one of those things where you can just, oh well, and then on to the next. Where can my efforts be used best? Yeah, that is kind of the name of the game. You know, I have paper primed and I have some random canvases just kind of lying around so that I can jump onto another surface. So I don't know if you remember, a few weeks back, probably more like a month or two ago, I was working on this painting, real narrow painting. I mean, it's maybe 27 inches by like 40, something like that. So I want to work on that. I'm going to work on some layers and yeah, see where that takes me. That does seem to be the theme of this little video, to just keep going. Yeah. I like that. Okay.